Hi everyone, Dr. Arland Hill here today with you, with my wife Leah Hill.
Hi.
And we're excited to share with you today some things that Leah's been working on over the last few months. And I think you're going to enjoy what we have to tell you today because it appeals to that little sweet tooth that we all like to indulge in once in a while, but not too much, right? So Leah, what I want to do to start off here is I want you to share with everyone, what have you been working on?
All right, so I decided that, I would go to the grocery store and every once in a while make some cassava biscuits, almond flour, that type of stuff. And I just was frustrated that I spent all this time making these healthy biscuits and I go to the grocery store, turn the label over, and I'm like, well, what is this? It's this long, can't pronounce it. Take me 20 seconds to type it into Google to figure out what it is. And then when I would, I'd be very disappointed. I'm like, why is that in there? There's no reason. So I decided to take things into my own hands and make my own jams, jellies, and preserves. So this is the things that I was able to either seed start and grow and harvest myself on the property, or it was already here and I rehabbed the plants for better nutrients and got them up to our standards, which I love to say we're better than organic.
Yeah. So start us off here. I see the first one we've got here is French Mulberry Jelly. And I'll tell you what, guys, this is, of all the ones she's going to share with you, this is my personal favorite. There's probably a reason I picked it up first. But talk to us about this French Mulberry Jelly.
Okay, so French mulberry, a lot of people might know it as a beauty berry. So it grows wild out in the woods and it's never been touched, never been messed with, been growing as long as the property has been here. And I was able to do a lot of research and figure out the best way to do them. So they're picked, harvested, juiced, deseeded, the whole 9 yards. I do it all myself. And the flavor alone is amazing. So I attribute it to like grape, mayhaw, strawberry flavor.
Yeah, it's probably grape with a twist. Kind of that grape flavor, but with a little something additional added into it. It's the way I like to think about it. I literally, sometimes she mentioned putting these on biscuits, or we'll talk about some other ways we use these, but once in a while what I'll do with this is when I need a little carbohydrate even after a workout, I just get a spoonful of this or two and it helps get some carbohydrates in real quick after a workout.
So this one you're not going to find this flavor pretty much anywhere. So it's very exciting to have something unique. The other one I'm going to grab just because this is a North Carolina boy here. So he grew up on muscadine grapes. So we were able to put in, not a huge vineyard, but a nice size vineyard and growing muscadine grapes. So this was our first harvest. So the cool thing about this is I left the seed skins on, the grape skins on there. So you have that great antioxidant, the great coloring, and just the flavor alone is amazing. So basically the entire grape's there minus the seeds removed.
Yeah, and so this is what's known as a conserve. This isn't actually a jelly, it's a conserve because those grape skins are still added in. And one of the things I want to point out on this is she highlighted there is the nutrients that are found in the grape skin, those antioxidants, all those things that we look for, these are also going to be in higher concentrations in this. So she took extra care to make sure that the right parts of the plant were selected to get the highest nutrient value possible out of them.
And it took a long time. I had to separate the covering from the actual inside of the grape. So a lot of time and effort went into this one, but it was definitely worth it.
We would probably have more of that if I didn't walk by and grab a handful of grapes every single time I walked by those vineyards when they were producing.
So I only have the white this year because he ate all the purple ones. All right, so this one's near and dear to me. So this is actually called Rosella Jelly, and it's known as the Florida cranberry as its common name. It's actually in the hibiscus and sorrel family, and the entire plant is edible. It has an amazing citrus flavor. So when you take the pods after the flower has bloomed, which you can turn that into a tea, which is super yummy. You take the calyx and you boil them. So the cool thing about this is the seed inside of it, you boil for pectin. So this is the only plant that I have come into contact with that you can provide your own pectin from the plant itself. So there's no added pectin to it.
So for those of you that aren't familiar with pectin, that's what gives jellies and conserves, things like that. That's what gives it its consistency. And so pectin, there's a lot of attributes actually to pectin. It's a fiber source. It helps the bacteria in the gastrointestinal tract. But you use a specific type of pectin. What kind of pectin are you using?
So I use a low sugar pectin, which is just straight citric acid with a calcium-based setter. So that means I'm not having to add all that sugar to activate the pectin to get it to gel, I'm actually using under half of what normal recipes call for. So a lot of little chemistry and science and cooking experiments to get it to gel right with the pectin I use.
Pretty cool idea that you can use half the sugar of what maybe a normal jelly recipe would use, still have all the flavor there, and have the benefit to the bacteria in the gut. Pretty cool concept.
Absolutely. So this one, it's really great. The other one is going to be a Kumquat Marmalade. So I left the skins in there. Oh, it's so good. So if you've ever had a kumquat, and a lot of people eat it whole and then spit the seeds out. It was always a fun thing to do as a kid. But I actually de-seeded it and kept the rinds in there. So it makes a nice, wonderful, crunchy treat in there.
Very cool. That one's different.
Yes.
And that one actually can be used as a glaze on different like meats, fishes.
So fish and chickens, even as a salad. So if you add it to your olive oil, heat it up just a little bit and then drizzle it. It's super yummy.
Yeah. And since we're talking about that, this pineapple sage herb jelly, you've been getting a lot of feedback about that one and how folks are using it that way also, right?
Absolutely. So I made this one as more of a savory jelly, and it's more for a dinner, lunch type biscuit, something that, has like rosemary or tarragon, something added into it. So this is not super sweet, but it's very good. So it has a sage pineapple flavor to it, which is just really yummy. I love going out there and just picking them and eating them raw. So this, I've had a lot of people give me feedback that they'll put it on top of their salmon and then chicken. And one person said they even used it on top of their steak on the grill. So I'm actually excited to try some of their ideas myself.
Yeah, sounds good.
So this one had dual purpose. This one is actually really cool. It's watermelon jelly. So I actually grew them from heirloom seeds called Moon and Stars. And I have not seen these watermelons since I was an itty bitty kid. And then I saw the seeds were available again, so I jumped all on it. So this is actually a Moon and Stars heirloom watermelon jelly. And it is good. It is really good. It tastes kind of like a watermelon Jolly Rancher with all the guilt and corn syrup. So really good. Nice for summer, spring.
So we got two more here.
So the prickly pear. The color alone is amazing. So if you've ever had a prickly pear margarita, this is the prickly pear flavor that you get in that. So it's really good. The color is gorgeous on food. And this one actually would be really good on chicken as well.
Yeah, it has a really unique flavor to it too.
Kind of banana-y.
Yeah, kind of a banana type sensation to it as well.
So. Yeah, so really good. Yeah. Something definitely different and yummy. So this one, I actually make a fig jelly and a fig preserve. I've long sold out of the preserve a long time ago. A lot of people, tell me about their food memories, about their grandmother making it, and that it tastes just like their grandma's, and just brought back that fun food memory with that. So it took me a while to perfect the jelly and the preserve recipe, but I think I nailed it. So this one, actually the fig jelly, I left the seeds in there. So again, you get more of the antioxidant. There are a few skins in the jelly itself, just for a little fun and extra treat. But the preserves, I don't have any to show you, but next year I will definitely have some.
Yep. Those were a big hit. The fig preserves were. One of the things that I think is really unique about all of these products is that you're not going to go into the grocery store and find any of these flavors. These are not going to be your standard Concord grape and strawberry, things like that. These are going to be unique individual options with their own independent taste. That again, you're just not going to find anywhere. The ingredients, 100% organic. We actually like to around here say we're beyond organic. We don't make sacrifices on anything. So you don't have to worry about that side of it. There's not going to be those ingredients in there that you're going to have a concern about. So, that's important to us, and we know that that's important to you as well. And so we want to share these products that have this produce that's grown out here and that Leah's taken the time to make into conserves and jellies. And if that's something that you have an interest in, let us know. So, and for people that want to take advantage of that, how do they do that? How do they get these products?
Right. So below there'll be an email address for you to send what you're interested in, or if you have any questions, and I have a way to securely get any payment information and ship it out to you. So very easy, very painless.
So we would love to share these things with you, let you and your family enjoy these as we have, just like we have the opportunity to enjoy these around here. Listen, we truly appreciate you being on here today. If you like the information, make sure you give us a like, give us a thumbs up, and share it with someone. Let them know what other options are out there and available besides the standard mundane options that people feel like they have to choose from. Thanks for listening today, guys. I'm Dr. Arland Hill with Leah Hill. Thank you again.
Bye, guys.